Hi everybody, Daryl Mackin here, founder, executive director of a Soldier's Child Foundation, and I am joined here today with
Hannah Etheridge, Programs and Service Administrator.
And
Rachel Washaball, Office Administrator.
And we're here to talk to you about
Process and Review.
Yes, I could tell you we have lost much sleep over this.
Yes, many tears.
And there may be some confusion out there. What is process and review? We're going to talk about an issue, right? What is the issue, Rachel?
The issue is we send out an email and it's lots of fun camps and they all look really exciting. And so we just sign up and we hit sign up on all of them because they all look fun and we want to go to all of them. But we're not looking at our calendar and we're not making sure that we can be 100% committed to attending that camp.
Right. Well, we got some bad news for them. You know why? They won't even be able to do that without first
filling out the 2025 camp forms.
All right, so Hannah, why don't you tell us what are the 4 forms they have to first fill out before they can even sign up for a camp?
So we're doing forms a little bit differently this year. All 4 of the mandatory forms are going to be in one link. So the way that it'll look is the first page that they'll fill out will be the event application, and they will not be able to move on to the health forms until they have completed the event application.
Okay.
Once they complete all 4 forms, they will get a thank you email that has all of the links to sign up for camps for 2025.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
No more of the days of filling out the forms, scanning them, emailing them back. Everything now is electronic,
digital,
online, digital.
Yes. Yes.
Took us forever to get there, but we finally got
We're
there.
out of the ice age.
We're out of the ice age, out of Soldier's Child.
Yes. We have the ASC event application.
Event application. What if they have 2 or 3 kids? How many times do they have to fill that out?
They have to fill it out once for each child.
Once for each child. So if they're sending 3 kids to camp, they have to fill it out 3 times.
Yes.
Correct. Okay.
Yes.
So when they do the 4 forms, they're doing it for one child. Okay. So if they want the sibling to go along to camp, the same camp, let's say it's horse camp. If they want the sibling to go to horse camp, they do the first child, sign them up for horse camp, then go back in and do the second child.
Yes.
Yes, okay,
Yep.
very good.
We also have the ASC health form
Yes, and that's for each child,
for each child.
correct?
Then we have the ASC media release application.
Correct.
Yes.
And that's so we can take
Photos,
share them on
videos.
Facebook,
Yes.
Instagram, possibly for videos and things
Yes.
like that. Okay, good,
Yes.
good.
And then we have the ASC procedures and protocol.
Procedures and protocol. We're gonna have a little guidelines for them before they even come.
Yes.
So this year, this is new, right? So mom has to sign off it,
Yes.
unless of course your name is Dustin.
Hey, Dustin.
Hi, Dustin. we got a
We
couple
love you.
dads. So mom has to sign off it, and so does the child.
Yes.
And for that camp.
Yes.
Yes. There is some good news to this, because you're thinking, well, what if normally I send my kid to 6 camps? They don't have to do it 6 times. They just have to do those forms once for each
Yes.
child, and then that opens up all the camps in 2025. Is that correct?
Yes.
So that's
That's
actually
correct.
pretty easy.
So with the forms, they can save and continue. It is a lot of information that they have to fill out, so we understand if you need to take a break in between filling out forms. However, keep in mind that all signups are first come, first serve. So if another family starts the forms and finishes them before you finish
signs
the
up.
forms and signs up, that family will be higher on the roster.
Right,
to
we
be
actually
selected
see
for
on the
camp.
roster when they actually
Yes.
signed up. So we take some of that into consideration as
Yes.
well. So one of the things that they're gonna need, the medical information. Okay, what else? Insurance,
Yes.
just the medical insurance.
They'll need to have some emergency contacts for
Emergency
their kids
contacts, good
in
call.
case we can't get a hold of you.
Right. Wait,
Yes.
but before they can even sign up for a camp, we're asking them to do what, Rachel?
You're asking them to check their calendars, make sure that they are 100% committed to attending that week.
Yes. What we're saying is if you sign your child up for the camp, the child has to be committed, and make sure you tell the kids what camp you signed them up for. We get kids coming to camp saying, oh, I didn't even know what this was. What? I'm serious, parents. You gotta ask the kids if they even want to go. That's a good idea. Start there, and then check not just your calendar, but their calendar too, because they have sports stuff going on all through the year. Bottom line is this: if they sign them up, we're saying please be committed 100%.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So now let's talk about the back end, the process and review portion of what we do in our jobs. So we pull the rosters for, let's say, songwriting camp. What happens then, Hannah?
At that point, we will look at all of the kids who have signed up, and we will compare it to our master spreadsheet of who all's been to each camp, so we can pull off first timers. So a first timer would be someone who has never been to an ASC camp before, or has never been to that specific ASC camp.
Let's say it's somebody that has come to Journey Camp, has come to Youth Hunt,
Right.
and now they're trying to get to Culinary Arts Camp.
Right.
How do we look at that person compared to the other people
Yes.
on the list?
If it is their first time, they've never been to Culinary Arts Camp, we would still consider them a first timer for that specific
Correct.
camp.
Yes.
Even
Okay.
if we know them already and they've attended other camps before.
Right. The mom that sends their kid to every single camp we have throughout the year and has come to Culinary Arts Camp twice before, and the child loves Culinary Arts Camp and wants to come again.
Yes.
How do we look at that child when we're first looking at first timers? What do we think about the child that is coming for the third time?
We would love for them to be there.
Yes.
We would love to have them, and we typically have space that we can still take them in as
That
well.
is true.
So
We
most of
typically
the time-
do have space for
Right.
everyone,
Yes.
but in the case where we don't,
Right.
Yes.
it's the third time or fourth timer
Yeah.
attending that camp
Yes.
that would be asked to go on what we call
The
wait
waiting
list.
list.
waiting list.
Yes.
The wait list. Now, this is what the tricky part of the wait list is, because Rachel had talked about the issue of not being committed, because we literally have parents the day before camp
Yeah.
tell us the kid's not coming.
Sometimes the day of camp.
The day. Don't talk about
Sometimes the day of
that
camp.
caused me anxiety. Please
Yes,
don't talk
I'm
about
sorry.
Why'd you have to bring that up?
I had to. It's a
know.
problem.
It is a problem, and this is we're doing this video in hopes that y'all feel our pain a little bit and just be a little more intentional when you're signing up kids. Now we know emergencies happen,
Yes.
but when we have 4 or 5 kids within 1 week of camp cancel on us, it's difficult because we have a wait list.
Right.
Yeah.
But camp is in Tennessee, and the child on the wait list is in, Texas or California, and now the prices of tickets have tripled,
Yes.
and they can't come anyway. The parents have made other plans
Right.
because we hadn't contacted them back and said
Right.
they come off the wait list. So that's the part that I guess people never see that we deal with.
Right.
There is another group of kids that get first dibs. Who's that, Rachel?
So that will be our kids who are aging out of camp. So it's their last year as a camper. They're 16 or 17 years old, depending on what camp it is,
Right.
and we'll take them in.
So if it's their last year because of age,
Right.
we get them in.
Right.
Like for instance, we just had Youth Hunt
Yes.
Yes.
because we actually looked at the roster and said
Yes.
16, 16, 16, 16, automatic. They're in.
Yes.
Yeah, because it was their last year.
Yes.
Excellent. All right, so Hannah,
Yes.
let's talk about flights, flight reimbursements, timing.
Yeah.
They get $150, but if they don't do it on time, they get nothing.
When it comes to flights, we give a 60-day deadline. So 60 days before camp, we need to have those flights in.
When you say those flights, you mean they send us the
The flight itineraries.
itinerary.
Yes.
Very good.
And the receipt.
And the
And
receipt.
the receipt
Very good.
if
the
they
receipt.
want the
Yeah.
They want
check.
the check.
Yeah. Show me the money. Show me the receipt first.
Yes,
There you go.
absolutely.
There you go. That's fair.
So we have a 60-day deadline.
60-day deadline.
60-day deadline
Yes.
before camps
Before camp.
to have all flight itineraries and receipts emailed to me.
Mm-hmm.
If we do not have those flights by the 60-day cutoff, you will not get a $150 reimbursement check.
Right.
And your child will be taken off the roster.
Oof. But we're serious about it. And also, it's a motivation for the parents because if they're doing it 2 months in advance, they're saving
Money.
on the tickets.
Yes.
Yes. When do they get the check?
Yes. So the check will come out after their child has attended camp. So we want to be able to see that their child made it to camp, and then when they go home, we'll be able to, when we're back in office, write those checks and send those out.
Because there was a day that we used to say, oh, great, they got a flight, and we sent them $150. Then the kid didn't show up,
Right.
and they got our check.
No more.
No more.
Those days are gone.
Those days are over. Can you tell we have a lot of fun in the office?
We have so much fun at camps.
Yes.
But if you do not complete the forms and we do not have your flights, your child will miss out on so much fun. Yep.
Well, I think that's probably about it. I think
Yeah.
that wraps everything up. Of course, if they have any questions, they can contact our office. Our number's here on the video. We are so excited
We are.
about camp coming up
Yes.
in 2025.
Can't wait to see you all.